but you will choose the darkness.
Hello, how are you, my darling? Today I fall into a pile on the floor. Happy love is hard to ignore. When every little thing you do, I do adore.
Hi! Okay, so I'm doing another book review, this time in a different dress. I am reviewing The Savior's Champion. Again, it's a book by Jenna Moreci, and I love it. Like, I love tarot book, but this book, you have to read. Like, the other book I recommended, but this book I more than recommend. It's like, wow, it's so good. There's this huge twist at the end that's like, I love it. The book is amazing, and there's violence and there's romance, and it's amazing. I'll start like I usually do, and I'll read the blurb. Today you'll face an option. Either be good and die, or be dark and live. You're a good man, but you will choose the darkness. That was just a quote that was placed before the blurb, so yeah, okay. Tobias Kaya doesn't care about the Savior. He doesn't care that she's the ruler of the realm or that she purified the land, and he certainly doesn't care that she's of age to be married. But when competing for her hand proves to be his last chance to save his family, he's forced to make the Savior his priority. Now Tobias is thrown into the Sovereign's tournament with 19 other men, and each of them is fighting and killing for the chance to rule at the Savior's side. Instantly, his world is plagued with violence, treachery, and manipulation, revealing the hidden ugliness of his proud realm. And when his circumstances seem especially dire, he stumbles into an unexpected romance, one that opens him up to unimaginable dangers and darkness. So good. This book is like, it's just so good. Beyond this point, there will be spoilers, so be warned. There were some really good things and some really bad things. One thing that was so sad is his best friend, Milo, dies. And he's like one of the first people to die in this tournament. And the way he dies, God, I hate Galileo. It's so sad. And then the fact that he falls in love with Layla, who is a healer and was helping them heal, instead of Cosima, the savior, and the one he is literally competing to marry. I feel like a lot of books would have him fall in love with the person he's competing to marry, but in this book, he doesn't. I really want to talk about this one thing that happened at the end of the book, which is a huge spoiler, and will pretty much ruin the book if you hear about it beforehand, or at least I think it will. So I'm going to not say it in this video. But if you read this book or have read this book, like, contact me, because I really want to talk about that, because it's like, whoa. And the book did end on sort of a cliffhanger, but there is a second book that hasn't come out yet called The Savior's Sister, and according to Jenna Moreci, it is in the same time period, but it's from the point of view of the people in the Palace of Thesson, not the people competing in the tournament. So I'm not sure if it's in the exact same time, like we're going to see the same story happen from a different point of view, or if it's going to be sort of a continuation, which I hope it is, because this one did end on a pretty big cliffhanger. The beginning is probably going to be a bit of like rehashing what happened, but from the sister's point of view, but then I'm hoping the majority of the book then continues on to say what happens next, because I really want to know what happens next. Like, really want to know what happens next. You have to say it. You have to. Okay. Like I said, this book is definitely worth a read. Like, you have to read it. It's so good. If you like romance or like anything, like, it's so good. But if you're not a big fan of violence, this is definitely not the book for you, because there is a good amount of detail when it comes to the gory stuff. But, I mean, I didn't think it was bad. I quite enjoyed it. They didn't go into like too much detail. But if violence isn't your thing, it's not the right book for you. But that being said, if you're not sure if violence is your thing, try it, because it is so good. It is like so good. So yeah, that's my review of The Savior's Champion. I will link in the description below where you can buy the book and Jenna Moressi's YouTube channel because she does have one. So yeah, hope to see you again sometime.